As part of our time together, we are in this part about sacrificial generosity as part of what it means to follow Jesus. And there was so much of that in this congregation of people. We get a chance to be just blessed again by incredible artists. And just our connection to lyrical assembly and lyrical opposition, who are really living at the intersection of faith and art and prophetic beauty. And so we get a chance this morning to hear from another spoken word artist as we engage our theme, and the theme that Cheesy will be preaching on, which is this idea that we are to be revolutionary followers of Jesus and in the way he gave. So with that, Jermaine, coming up. Thank you for being with us this morning, and let's prepare our hearts and our minds to hear what the Holy Spirit wants to say.
How's everyone doing today? Good, good. Again, still reeling from that number. But I think it is speaks perfectly to the theme of today. And the question that I have to pose to you is, did you know what you had? In this moment, reflecting on the number, you have to ask yourselves, did I even know that was possible? Did I know that this was tangible, given the experiences that I had, given my perspective on what I do possess? Did I know I had that? Were you aware that this room could possess the wealth that was presented to another? Were you cognizant that this could possibly be the result? Were you aware? Did you know you had that? I think about this in the instance in which we think of Jesus' sacrifice, how he became nothing. The question becomes, can someone so great really become nothing? When we ask of you, ask of ourselves, ask of each other, can you possibly serve today? Do you know how much more that you can give than you thought that you had in the first place? Do you understand when you are asked to give what you have, how much more you can bless someone else? How much you can actually offer to someone else's life, given your experience, given your knowledge, given what you've acquired over the years, the tears that you have sown into your own ministry. Do you understand if someone asks you for an opportunity to serve, how much you can possibly, who you can possibly, how many people you can possibly alter their lives if you just gave what you have? Do you know? Do you know what you possess? Have you come to that realization of what it is that is not just in your pockets, but in your hearts? Not just in your hearts, but in your minds. Not just in your minds, but in your lived experience, your skills, your heart, your compassion for others, your ability to fix situations, your ability to provide solutions. Did you even know that if Jesus asked you to give everything away, that your neighbors will become rich? That if Jesus asked you to end up with nothing at the end of the day, that the people around you would have life abounding abundantly. Of nothing could you become. You are still great regardless. Still brimming with hope, still overflowing with greatness and good in heart and God's glory within you. You cannot become nothing even as a servant. If you were to give generously, the most you could give is your time and yourself. It says that Jesus became a servant, and the greatest servants we know lead. What a coincidence. I encourage you today to be mindful that if you were to take that sacrificial journey, to take that moment of surrender, to give everything at one point, that everything would be around you and you would be surrounded by all of the goodness that you possessed even more, because sometimes Our minds tell us that we're nothing anyways. Tell us that we have nothing to give. Tell us that we can't do something for someone else because there's nothing left. Jesus believes in us more than we believe in ourselves. Sees more in us than we can see in ourselves. We are more than our wealth, but who can see that unless we give up ourselves? Thank you.